So in baseball, you bring in your DH or your designated hitter to replace your worst hitter. Well, in craps, what if your strategy just isn't working out? Maybe it's time to bring in the DH. Casino craps, it might look complicated, but at its core, it's a simple game. Roll the dice, bet on the correct number, and win. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. So I've been in a video series where I've been showing 2-hit and regress strategies, and I said I was going to compare 3 of them. Well, I saw one that I kind of like, and so I thought I'd throw in another one, a bonus one, number 4 of a 2-hit regression type strategy where you start on the inside. I saw this strategy on the Holy Roller cruise ship Facebook group. That's a mouthful. But one of the members there, which I'm also a member, is Dan Harding. And so I'm going to call this strategy the DH. So if your normal strategy is not working, maybe you should try out this DH. Like the other strategies that I've been comparing, we're going to start on the inside numbers with 110 inside. This is unique for the strategies that I've covered so far, but you're also going to add a $10 field to pick up all the other numbers, the 4 and 10 and the horn numbers. Now, if we were to roll a field number, and we would get paid $10, we're just going to go ahead and cover the 4 and 10, and then we would be done with the field. If, however, we hit an inside number, these are all going to get paid $35. Whatever number we hit, we're going to do a full press. So let's say with the 8 rolls, we would go ahead and press that up to a $60 bet, and we'd have $5. Now, if you roll the 5, 6, or 8, you're going to have to replace the field. Well, there's 5 of it, so you're going to have to come out of your pocket for another 5. Again, if the field rolls, you would use your original bet and your winnings to cover the 4 and 10. Otherwise, we're hoping for an inside hit. If we hit up our press number, that's awesome. If we don't, any one of these, we're going to win, let's say the 5 rolls, we win 35. Well, we would lose the 10. At this point, we're going to tell the dealer to go ahead and regress down to 64 across. Remember, we've hit 2 numbers, so we've collected $70. So our across bet should be paid for, just depending on if we've won or lost a little bit in the field. But essentially, 2 hits on the inside number, and then we've regressed to 64 across, paid for, or very close to paid for. So that's it, pretty simple strategy. Let's go ahead and test out the DH with a live roll. Starting with a 110 bet inside, I like to have enough for 10 shooters. That's a $1,000 bankroll. So 500, 1,000, that's what I have here. Now, if you are the shooter, you're going to be required to make a minimum bet on the pass or don't pass. And again, we're at a $10 table. So you say, $1,000, that's a bit rich. This isn't for everybody, right? But I do like these strategies if you can afford it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and come out and see what happens. We've got a 6 easy. 6 easy will be the call. We don't really care about the puck. So let's go 110. We got 125 to the dealer. Give me 110 inside, so we'll get 15 and change. And get set up here. And then we're going to add $10 in the field. All right, let's see what happens. Here we go. 8 the hard way, 8 hard. So we lose in the field. We lose 10 in the field. But we're going to get paid 35 here. Dealer press. So we're going to go to a $60 bet. So we're going to have to come out of pocket for another 5 to cover the field again. And here we go. We're looking for another inside number. We're not looking for that number or a field number. So 7 comes down. We essentially lost. That's a bummer. So it all came down. So this strategy compared to the other ones has a little more upfront risk for the 2 rolls. The other ones do a regression on the very first roll. This one, because the press, you got more risk for an additional roll. All right, here we go. Same shooter, new shooter, new shooter, new shooter. Coming out, there's a 7. New shooter, same result. There's a 5, we're out on the 5. So again, we'll go 125 to the dealer, get 15 and change. And let's put 10 in the field ourselves. Here we go, every number covered but the bad number. There's a 5, no field 5 though, point hit. So we lose 10, we get paid 35, dealer press. So we'll go to 50, go back in the field, puck's gonna go off. Now because the puck's off, our bets are off, you could work them if you want, but I'm going to pull back that field temporarily. Let's get a point established. Here we go. 6 easy, 6 easy. We're back out on the 6. Let's go ahead, back in the field. Now, really, because we've already won once, we've won 35, any hit, and then we'll be okay. So we're looking for any inside hit. 4 the hard way, or if we hit a field, that's just going to win, and we're going to pull them up and cover the field numbers, but we're still looking for that second inside hit, and ideally the 5. 2 spot and a dot. Wasted roll for us now that we're out of the field. 3 craps. Another wasted roll. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. That's going to pay 18. And again, I think you need to wait until you hit an inside number. That's really not enough to get you out of the hand. So let's go ahead. We're still hunting. Although that's nice, we're still hunting for the inside number. There's a 12. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. Again, another 18. Let me pull this up. Here we go. Yo 11. All right, throwing horn numbers and 10s. Shooter, I said inside. Not going to get it. There's the 7. Ugh. Again. Multiple rolls. We just never pulled anything back. So down it all comes. We're not off to a great start. All right, new shooter. New lucky shooter. Here we go. Coming out. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. 10 will be our point. All right, 110 to the dealer. We'll cover 10 in the field ourselves. Here we go. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. So that's a winner in the field. Dealer, cover my 4 and 10. Puck's going to go off. We're still looking for, we're done with the field, but we're still looking for 2 inside hits. The first one we're going to press. 12 craps. 10 easy, 10. We're back out on the 10. But we're looking for the 5, 6, 8, or 9. There's the 10 again. So our 10 is going to pay 18. Puck's going to go off. Still hunting for our number. There's a 9, but the puck was off. It's on now. Here we go. Let's roll the 9 again. There's the 9. Okay, that'll work. 25 will pay 35. Dealer press. So press just means double. That'll go to 50. We'll pull back 10. The puck will go off. We're having a lot of rolls with the pucks off. It's tempting to work our bets, but a good thing we didn't, because there's the 7. Well, the puck is off. There's the 9 again. All right, our bets are on. Can we roll that 9 with that $50 bet? 10. All right, we're rolling a lot of 10s. That's going to pay 18. At that point, I think we've hit 2 or 3. We may be able to regress. I don't know. I'm going to go wait for an inside number. That's the rules of the strategy. There's a 4. This is crazy. All right, 18. If we don't get out of this hand with a profit, with a regression, I'm going to be upset. All right, there we go. There's a 6. Okay, we're fine now. 30 is going to pay 35. Dealer take me to 64 across. So let's go. Hand all this back. So we got 50, 60, 65. Dollar change. And now I can set up 64 across. That one was a little scary. The roll count's getting up there. And we still have all that money out there. But we're okay now. Breathe. Breathe. All right, here we go. 2 aces. 6 easy. All right, it's going to pay 14. I'm going to pay 15 for 1. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. $10 bet down there on the end is going to pay 18. Yo 11. No horn numbers for us at this point. 12 craps. My layout paid triple in the field if I was in the field. But really, I wouldn't recommend being in the field very long. Not a great bet. All right, there's the 7. Down they come. So all that work. I think we got a decent profit because we hit a bunch of 10s beforehand before we regressed. But we did a little backwards. But that's okay. It was profitable on that shooter. All right, here we go. New shooter coming out. 10, easy 10. All right, 1, 10 inside. $10 field. Here we go. 10 the hard way. All right, we're going to just have a repeat of last time. So that's a winner in the field. Cover my 4 and 10 with that. Puck's going to go off. So we're done with the field. Here we go. 6 easy. Our bets are back on. Now we're looking for 2 inside hits. We're pressing the first one. Not going to happen. There's a 7. All the other demos, I had all of them had 20, 30 roll. They all had a monster roll. So far, this has been the worst rolling for one of these 2-hit regressions. But hey, that's just chance. Maybe I'll still hit a long roll. 6 easy. Right on the 6. We're running out of green here, though. That's not a good sign. 110 inside. $10 field. We got to turn it around and quick. There's a 4, easy 4. Winner in the field. So we're going to be done with the field. Looking for that inside. 2 hits. 3 craps. 3 craps. Can I do 3 craps 3 times in a row? No, I can't. A 9, much better result. All right, 25 will win 35. Dealer press. We'd love to hit the 9, but any inside number will do. There's the 10 easy. So 10 is going to win 18. My green stack is too high. The bank's been taking too many of them. Here we go. 3. There's that 3 craps for a 3rd time. 6 easy. It's probably off the screen, but we do have a 6. So point hit, and we're going to be out of this hand. So 30. It's going to win 35. Dealer, take me to 64 across. There's 65. So we're going to go out to the player, and we for sure have a profit. I owe the player $1. Let's go ahead and set these up. Puck does go off, though, because we hit our point. Same shooter, looking for a new point. 5. I hit my dice and it rolled, but it was a 5. Bets are working. Now it's time to collect $14 at a time. There's the 5. 10's going to pay 14. I'm going to pay 15 for 1. Puck goes off because we hit our point. 4, easy 4. Bets are working. There's a 5 again. So again, 10 is going to pay 14. I'm paying out 15 for 1. There's the 4. We're hitting points. Okay. $10 is going to win 18. Let's go ahead and pay out 20 for 2. I got a lot of white in my rack here I don't need. Puck will go off temporarily. There's a 9. We're out on the 9. Maybe this is that big 20-plus roll I was talking about. 6 the hard way. 6 hard. 12 is going to pay 14. I'm going to pay 15 for 1. $10 easy. 10 easy. $10 is going to win 18. I'm going to pay 20 for 2. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting it back. 2. 8. It's going to pay 15 for 1. How many hits does it take, though, to recoup? You know, the 120 we were losing. We've lost a couple times. All right, here we go. There's the 7. That's the end of the roll. Puck goes off. Here we go, new shooter, fresh shooter. Let's see if he's got what it takes to make some money. All right, we're out on the 8. 110 to the dealer, because this is probably 100, 200. We might have 300 in red there, a little less. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna do $10 field. So here we go. Short roll, but it counts. It's an 8, 8 the hard way. No field 8, so we lose 10. Our 30 pays 35, dealer press. So that's gonna go to 60. And the puck's gonna go off, so let's just hold off on the field till we get a point going. 6 easy. It's our new point. So let's go in the field. But we're looking, because we got the 8 pressed up, we just need one more hit. Any inside number will do. 8 the hard way. All right, we lose the field again, but we're going to win 70. Dealer, take me down to 64. So here's 60, 65. So this comes out to the player. And another $1 comes out to the player. And I've got my money here to set up to go across all the numbers. So now we're shooting risk-free. All right, here we go. Yo 11. There's a 9. 10's gonna pay 14 or 15 for 1. Nine again, 14 or 15 for 1. Four, easy 4. $10 on the 4 and 10 pays 18. Let's go ahead and pay 20 for 2, just because I have so many whites back there that I don't want to count when we're done. 2 craps. 3 craps. Shooting horn numbers. Here comes the 11. 4 the hard way. I'll take the 4. Much better. All right, again, I'm going to pay 20 for 2. Here we go. There's a 5. 10's going to pay 14. I'm paying out 15 for 1. We're going to get our money back one way or the other, I think. There's the 7. I spoke too soon. That's okay. Down they come. We'd already pulled back, so those were risk-free bets out there. Puck goes off. And here we go. Let's try it again. We got time for another 1 or 2. Yeah, it's like 1, just rough, 2, 3 something, 4, 5. I mean, we're just about even already. So even though we had to start off with a lot of bad hits, we're right back in it. 4, easy 4. That's the benefit of these 2-hit regression strategies. All right, let's go ahead and go 110. And $10 in the field. Here we go, shooter. 8, easy 8, no field 8. So we lose 10, we win 35, dealer press. And we'll coming out of the pocket for $5 in the field. Here we go. Love to hit that 8, but any inside number will do. There's the 8. There we go. So again, we lose in the field, but our 60 is going to win 70. Dealer, take me down to 64 across. There's 65. Another $1 for the player. And we are in good shape. I'm trying to quickly do in my head. Let's see. We lost 2 field bets, but then we won 35 plus 75. Oh yeah, we're definitely in profit for the shooter already. Because we won over 70 plus, we won 105, right? Yeah, so we should be good. That'll more than cover our 64 plus the 2 losses in the field. All right, let's keep this roll going. Enough math mid-game. All right, there's the 8. 12 will pay 14. Let's pay 15 for 1. And there is the 7. That's going to end the roll. Dare I try it one more time? I don't think so. I think we're going to end it there. Count it up. See how we ended up. It's going to be close. I don't know. We never touched our black, so there's 5. There's our 1,000. There's our bankroll. Small profit, but it was a profit. 25, 30, 33. So $1,033. And again, I'll probably link to all the strategies down below in the description. And I'll make a video comparing all of the strategies using Dicer.io, and it should be very interesting to see how they compare against each other, these inside and 2-hit regression strategies. So I hope you liked it, and however you like to play whatever regression strategy you choose, good luck on coloring up. Let's go ahead and graph out the DH using Dicer.io, and I want to compare this against my standards with today's rolls. So our 3-point Molly, our 3-point Dolly, and these are using max odds on a 3, 4, 5 times table, and our conservative Hedgehog. So let's see how those graph out. And it looks like the 3-point Molly edged out today's strategy by a few bucks. So did the Hedgehog actually. But they all did pretty okay. Won $100 or so. And then our don't strategy ended up down in last at only 690. Let's go ahead and look at those with a random number generated, 10 rolls. This time the DH and the 3-point Dolly lost a little bit. Hedgehog was up a little bit and 3-point Molly was up. Let's go one more time. Let's see, this time the 3-point Molly still in the front. DH a little slight profit, maybe even just broke even with the Hedgehog, and then another don't strategy. I do want to compare these against the previous videos I've been doing in the series, these 2-hit regression strategies. So let's go ahead and look at those. That's going to be the 2-bit, the Staying Alive. If I can get this going here, let me just type it, Staying Alive, and the Duck and Cover. So let's run that with today's rolls, and we see the DH and the 2-bit finished with a profit, Staying Alive and Duck and Cover lost some. So that's with today's rolls. Let's go ahead and compare these with 10 random number generated shooters. Looks like they all lost a little bit, with 2-bit in last place this time, and the others bunched so close it's hard to tell. We got some winners this time, 2-bit out front. The DH came in last, but they're all pretty close. And they are going to follow each other. Okay, they all lost on these particular set of rolls, even with that long roll there, which is interesting. Duck and Cover in first, and looks like the DH and Staying Alive in last. All right, we have a profitable roll. They're all very close. It looks like the DH finished kind of last out of these, out of the grouping. One last time. Another profitable roll. The Duck and Cover out front. Staying Alive. 2-bit, and again the DH in last place out of this grouping. So if you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of crafts enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club.